Продовжуємо роботу в Українському кризовому медіа-центрі. До слова запрошуємо полковника Андрія Лисенка, речника Міністерства оборони України з питань АТО.
Доброго дня, шановні колеги. До вашої уваги інформація про події в зоні проведення антитерористичної операції, про хід тренувань українських військових.
We offer to your attention the information about the conflagration area events. In Lugansk area, the hostilities occurred exclusively around Krymsky village. Starting from 6 p.m. until late evening, 7 times where the truce was violated by fire from grenade launchers and light arms. 3 shells were used, mortar shells were used also. Donetsk area, 1 shelling not far from Avdiivka, and also against Ukrainian positions, 3 shellings of Avdiivka industrial zone, and 1 shelling of the position of Ukrainian forces at their position of Budovka mine, coal mine. The shellings continued near Zaitsevo and not far from Donetsk airport at Pisky village. At that time, only light firearms were used, and in the north of Gorlivka, once a mortar was used, and the machine guns of the infantry fighting vehicles. Of an infantry fighting vehicle. Mariupol area, not far from Dokuchaevska, there were a few fire exchanges, and then not far from Mariinka, after dawn, there was a shelling when 6 shells exploded, mortar shells exploded, and also there were a few shots from grenade launchers. Another 12 times of fire of the sides opening fire occurred along in the area from Pavlopol to Shirokino. 2 times the mortar fire was registered. Within the last 24 hours, 1 Ukrainian serviceman perished during the shelling of Budovka coal mine, and 2 more servicemen were injured not far from Pisky. We express our condolences to relatives and kin of the perished servicemen. At Mariupol, a 29-year-old woman was detained by the police, by the Ukrainian police, because she was considered to be a member of the police of the Donetsk Republic. And according to her explanations, she joined the police of the DNR because she was convinced there was some pressure exerted, and that made her joining them. In the village of Lysenko of Mariinsky district of Donetsk region, a policeman detained 47-year-old man in the fatigues who had also, on which there were also some insignia of the self-proclaimed republics of Donetsk and Lugansk. He had some previous record of resisting the Ukrainian forces, and after he returned to Ukrainian territory, he was detained. In Slaviansk, the Security Service of Ukraine detained an informer of the militias of Lugansk, of the militia of Lugansk Republic. During the search, some evidence was identified that confirms cooperation between the detained and the militiamen. He was sent to custody, into custody. In Avdiivka and Mariupol, the police got removed from the civilians, local civilians, some arms and munitions. That was, among them was a grenade VOG and about 50 rounds for 5.44 millimeters firearms, and also a few hand grenade launchers. Since the beginning of the operation of the security service, some 13 pieces of firearms were detected and taken away from the civilians by the Security Service of Ukraine. 4 grenade launchers, 26 grenades, 7 explosive devices, and 75 kilograms of explosives. Ukrainian Marines and airmen have successfully completed their participation in the multinational military maneuvers Agile Spirit 2017 and returned to the places of their permanent location, to their camps and bases. From the 3rd to the 13th of September, in Georgia, the Ukrainian Marines were training for their participation in a multinational battalion. The special tactical exercises of the anti-aircraft defense units of the National Guard of Ukraine are continuing. They started on the 4th of September and will continue until September the 29th at the firing range of the Ukrainian army. Rapid Trident exercises, multinational exercises, continue with the participation of the Ukrainian in the camps of training camps of the International Center for Peacekeeping and Security of the National Academy of the Army of Ukraine. The servicemen of the 1st Presidential Brigade Operational Brigade were also taking part in the training in how to react with the fire contact with the adversary during the defense of a checkpoint, and what to do when they need to eliminate the militiamen. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. In case you have any questions, you are most welcome to send them to us.